It's April, and here are my favorite tips for applying Color Street. Wash your hands with dish soap and then wipe down with the included alcohol wipe to remove all the oils from your nails. You're going to take the polish off of the white backing. Once it's in place, you can remove that clear plastic and begin to smooth down your nail. Once you have it smoothed all around, clip off the excess with a scissors and smooth around the tip. At this point, I like to take a rubber cuticle stick and smooth around the cuticle as well as possible to make sure all the edges are adhered. You can see here that leaving the clear plastic on allows you to pull up and reposition as needed without stretching out the polish. So again, you're going to see me take that clear plastic off and smooth around the edges. Cutting off the extra means you're not going to end up stretching it over the end too much, which may lead to shrinkage later. And it also means if your nails are short or you want to use these on your toes, you can use that extra piece for another nail. Don't worry about the tips for now, we will come back to them. My middle cuticle is actually more rounded than the strip that fits that size nail, so I like to round it out before I apply. You can do this for all sorts of things like cutting out your own shapes and designs or just using a different part of the strip. It's just nice to know that you have that option without having to adjust it once it's on your nail. While there is still some extra around the edge of my nail, I just use the cuticle pusher or my finger to just smooth it really well to the edge of the nail for now. I always start with my pinkies and end with my thumbs because as I go I use my thumbs a lot and I don't want to mess up any of the polish that I put on them. If your nails are short, you're probably going to be able to use the other end of the nail for your other hand, so you can just kind of go pinky to pinky, ring finger to ring finger, etc. Here's a bonus tip for you. If your nails are short, you can actually use the strips sideways on them, or this is similar to what you would do if you wanted to use these strips on your toes and they just weren't the right shape. Just put them on there and you smooth around. I like to use that cuticle stick again, but your fingernail works just as well. This is a great option for anyone with really wide nails like me who want to use up some of the smaller strips in the pack. You'll be able to see where your nail ends and the skin begins, and that's where you're going to perforate to remove that excess. Now that you've finished your thumbs, we're going to go back and we're going to file everything down. Because Color Street is nail polish that's not 100% dry, as it dries it will shrink a little bit. Waiting to file until you've applied the strips to all of your nails gives it a chance to do that shrinking before you've taken that extra off. This is also the time to go back through and pierce off any excess around the edges of the nails themselves. My middle nail here, I'm going to get as much as I can with that file, and then I'm going to go in and just poke all the rest off. Always file in a straight motion past the end of your nail to pull the polish onto your nail. Try to avoid using lotion or cuticle oil or submerging your hands in water for at least an hour to give that polish a chance to adhere to your nail. I hope these tips and tricks help you make your nails last even longer.